How would you feel if you were told that your favorite burger was made with human meat? There is a road fast food outlet in Baltimore, which sells a variety of food including burgers, but this fast food restaurant has one thing in particular. The meat used for burgers is not beef, lamb, or goat, but human meat, sliced and minced human body. Born on March 12, 1953, this man named Joe Metheny spent his childhood in trouble and spent his youth as a soldier in war. As an adult, he became a truck driver. He was married and had a child, but this marriage could not last. His wife left him with the child and went with another man. But she does not have a good life, and she loses the financial means to settle down with her new husband, and as a result, she is forced to become a prostitute. Joe begins a search for his wife and the man she ran away with. While looking for his wife, he meets two people. He drinks and smokes with them. Then he brutally murdered them and chopped them. Then he finds a prostitute who works with his wife. They slept together, and he tried to get information about his wife's location, but she refused to tell him anything. Frustrated by this, Joe strangles her to death and throws her into a nearby river. After the first failure, he lured another woman, and again he strangles and tortures her because she is unable to tell him the information he wants. After killing the second woman, Joe noticed a fisherman nearby. Worried that he might have seen everything, he approached him and smashed his head with an iron. He then ties the fisherman and the woman he killed to a brick and drowns them in a river. All this happened within 24 hours. Addicted to killing, Joe kills another woman named Catherine. He cuts off her head and buries her body. But this is not the shocking thing. 6 months later, he dug up the decomposing body of Catherine and sexually assaulted it. After a while, he was employed as a forklift driver in a company. He then convinces his boss to let him stay in a trailer on the ground of the company and starts working as a security guard at night. This created a perfect situation for him to kill even more. After spending the night with two prostitutes, Joe strangled them to death. Then he chopped the women's bodies into smaller pieces and begins to cook and eat the women's body. Then he came up with the idea to open his own roadside sandwich stand using the meat of the people he murdered. According to Joe, human meat is just as tasty as pork, which made it easy to disguise it as beef and pork burgers. He continued to do this for a while, but eventually the special meat ran out. Then one day he invites a woman named Rita to come to his house and tries to convince her to spend the night with him. But she refused. Then he walks up to her and starts tearing her clothes. And he told her he will get what he wants. He starts torturing her, saying that he will kill her and eat her flesh. But suddenly he stumbles and falls. Using this opportunity, Rita runs out of the house and escapes. She then directly went to the police and explains what happened, which led to the arrest. At this point, Joe says that he regrets nothing, and that he is happy about it, and that the one thing that he regrets is not being able to find and kill his old wife and the man who took his wife away from him. When he finally goes to court, Joe asked the court if he could get the death sentence, but Joe didn't get his wish and was sentenced to life in prison. In 2017, he died in prison at the age of 62.